noisy video because I'm at work and there's background noise because the extractor's wrong. So I bought too many oranges. So I'm going to have to do something with them. So what I thought I'd do, since I'm at work and the hot cupboard's on all day, we'll dry them out. So you don't need one of those fancy machines that takes all the water out of things. Dehydrator. You don't need a dehydrator. You can do it in the oven or anywhere that's going to be warm. So nice slices, about that. About 80 degrees we're going to cook this at, and it's going to be in until it's dry, which could be a long time. You can buy dehydrators. I'm not going to buy something like a dehydrator if I've got the oven on or the hot plates on. We can quite easily dry things out in there. So we're going to do some slices and we're going to do some zest as well. So peeler just needs to be, you just need to bash that in. If it's a little bit too deep, you just need to bash it in a bit and then you can get some nice thinner strips of zest. So we're going to do zest and we're going to do some slices and we'll dry it out, and then if I'm ever at home and I want a cocktail and I haven't got any oranges in the house or lemons, we'll have some dried peel. So, and then a tray with a bit of baking parchment on, and we just lay them out, nice side up, like that, and then we'll put them in the hot cupboard or the oven for about 80 degrees until they're nice and dry. So those, we could do more. I've got some lemon as well, so I'll put the lemon up. That's orange, and then I've got some lemon that I was faffing around with the other day. I just wanted the juice, so I thought we can save the zest. So, just on the tray like that, nicely spaced out. You can use cling film, but I just kind of think I'm all about keeping the plastic waste down to a minimum. And we can reuse this bit of baking parchment to bake a cake, or make more of this. So, that's fine. So there we go. The zest will take less time than the actual orange slices, but there you go. Relatively simple, easy peasy, and I'll show you what it looks like after a few hours. As you can see, the lemon zest has really shrunk, so that's fine. We can move that up a bit. And then the orange zest, that's all lemon, that's orange, that's shrunk as well. And then the lemons are starting to shrink. It takes time. It takes time. Probably not the most uneconomical way of doing it, but it's fine because it's on all day, so it's not going to make a blind bit of difference. And just as we can turn them over because they start to dry out on that side. If we turn them over, it will just give the underside just a better chance to dry out as well. So it'll be on for ages yet, maybe another 6 hours, and then probably even longer after that, but it doesn't matter, it's just a bit of fun. Right, so they've had about 10 hours. These ones have slightly, let's call it caramelized, which is because they were a little bit too close to the element, and the lemon's kind of gone a little bit too far. The orange peel's fine. That hasn't burnt. These are caramelized, whereas depends what cocktail you're going to use them in. They've taken a little bit of a caramelly, smoky kind of flavour, a little bit of a concentrated bitterness, which works really well in a Negroni. So you wouldn't get that problem with something that just like a dehydrator. However, if you're drying in the oven, there's always a danger that's going to happen. These are fine. These other ones. So they're nice and crisp, like that. They just need to now live in an airtight container. So that's really nice, was that? That's really nice. I wonder. I've never had that like that before. That's really nice, is that. That's like a sweetie. Well, not that similar to a fruit leather. So, that's really nice, is that. There's something we can try in the future. Next time I might just try discs of orange and drying them out like that. Because that's nice, is that. You must be able to buy that. But anyway, so they've gone a little bit too far, but really nice in the Negroni. Because I've done it before and I went a little bit too far. Didn't want to waste them. And that caramelisation works really well. So that's fine. Put them in an airtight container and they'll keep forever. And if you haven't got any fresh fruit in the house and you're making cocktails with orange, like an orange slice, these work really well. Those particularly well in Negroni. I'm going to enjoy one of those at the weekend in Negroni. I might add that to this video. Yeah, I'll probably make a Negroni at the weekend. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll have Negronis at the weekend. And we'll do one Negroni with that in and one Negroni with that in, and we'll do a bit of comparison. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. The lemon's gone too far. You can't use the lemon. Not to worry. But the orange zest is fine. There we go. So we'll do Negronis at the weekend and see how that turns out. It will be nice, and we'll do a proper comparison, because that's interesting, isn't it? Doing a proper comparison. But there we go. Success. Even though they've gone a little bit too far. Right, let's do a taste test on the orange crisps in the cocktail. So I have already made my Negroni mix. It was for, when did I make it? Last week. I pre-mixed it last week and I left it in the bottle. So it's kind of matured, so it'll taste a little bit different. So this is the orange that's slightly caramelised. And then, let's snap that in half. Put 2 halves in. And then this is a one that isn't caramelised. So we'll see if there is actually taste difference. I'm sure there was. When I had it before there was. So I'm sure there will be again. I can't imagine it was a fluke. Although the orange crisps that I did use last time were a few months old. So they've been around for a bit, so we'll see. Make sure I pour it over the orange. And as Negronis go, I like mine pretty classic. The only things that I'm really funny about is that I've tried lots of different ways, but it always has to be Tanqueray gin, proper Campari, and then supermarket brand vermouth. I don't know why. I tried other vermouth brands and I just find them. I don't know. I just prefer the supermarket brand rather than something a little bit too overpowerful. I like it to be ginny and Campari rather than anything else. So we'll try this one first, which is just a normal one that hasn't been caramelised. It's nice and strong. So, but then this one should just add a bit of smokiness. See, yeah, it just adds that little bit of smoky bitterness from the orange. I think that really works really well. So, if you can, and you like a Negroni, burn your orange a little bit. I mean, yeah, bartenders sometimes do that trick where they peel the orange and then they flame the zest. So they get the orange zest like that. So they peel it, get a bigger bit, get that, and then they squeeze it and flame it into the drink. I don't know how they. Oh, it kind of worked there. Oh, yeah. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? And then they put that in the drink. Oh, so maybe that's the same kind of effect. Like that flaming of the. Maybe. yeah, I don't think that makes any difference. I think that's just a fancy barman's trick. But anyway, that is drying out your lemons and using them for cocktails. It really works, and it saves you having to have oranges in the fridge, or if you buy lots of cheap oranges and you don't know what to do with them, that's a good idea to do it. And then just kind of, yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the end. I can't think there's anything else. No, there's nothing else. I'm going to enjoy those and then probably go straight to bed.